APC and there will be President Bola Tinubu and APC government make una take a missio. APC pele wherever your APC. Because the way una they go APC, maybe by the end of this your regime, the whole of Nigeria go rename, they go name them Bola Tinubu Nigeria PLC or Limited. Because as it be today, so now, it is not about governance, it is about sycophancy, propaganda on steroids. So everybody where they around the president, it is a battle for who could become the sycophant in chief. Nigerians, you will not see this talk where they shout about fixing INEC and electoral reform before 2027. Nigerians, make una shine una eye. Do not let affliction to rise the second time because now our life now in there at stake. So today for Abuja, International Conference Center, ICC, where they renovate as they renovate them by this government, Minister for FCT Wike don't change the name. They don't rename them to Bola Tinubu International Conference Center, Abuja. That International Conference Center, they built them since 1991. Oh, not be the first time where they don't renovate them. It was even renovated in 1999. They don't renovate them before. But as these ones don't come now, they don't renovate them. They don't change the name again. And not even the first time be this. In fact, within a space of just 11 months, about 5 national institutions have the name don't change to the name of the sitting president. Not be said they know they name things after former leaders, so, but according to ethics and protocol, because of integrity, now mostly the next leadership, when they evaluate so that there will be merit, they can name it after former leaders based on your contribution to certain aspects. But today as we did, they don't rename barracks for Sokoro to Bola Tinubu barracks, not minding the criteria for military naming of their facilities and institutions to honor the contributions of fallen heroes who contributed in the security of the country. They don't name them after president. There is Bola Tinubu Polytechnic for Gwarimpa. There is airports for Niger State where they've been named after Imam Abubakar Kagara, where contributes to their own northern issues. So they don't rename them 2024. They don't change the name back to Bola Tinubu Airport. There is also a bill to establish Bola Tinubu University of Languages for Aba in Abia State. National Assembly Library, where they renovate 2025 to Abi 2024, they don't change them to Bola Tinubu Library, Abi Bola Tinubu Center. So maybe by the end of Tinubu administration, we go don't even they name our churches and parishes to Bola Tinubu Parish, Bola Tinubu Cathedral, Bola Tinubu Diocese. But in all, the question be say, is that how they go put food for the table of Nigerians? Shana by naming institutions after the leader be president, now so insecurity go end. If to say as soon as they name, now so government they better, coastal highway don't complete, they don't fight corruption, if or even good. But all of these names are naming after the leader. How does it translate into the betterment of the lives of the people? Now sycophancy upon sycophancy. So when another leader come himself go sit down, decide to they change the name to also fit in on this thing. APC, Nigeria day before APC and there will be Nigeria after APC. Nigerians, if we not sit down, allow the consolidation of the criminality that took place in 2023 called an election, now our own life now we they put at risk. Because as it day now, the slogan for the government was even a milokon, now my turn. Not be say anybody come to say I want to be Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore or I want to be your Nelson Mandela. Now my turn. So anything where they happen, so now my turn to rename them. I can name even your house after my name. I can name even your hotel when I say when a family name, when I change them to the president name. It doesn't matter anymore because there is no ethics. There is no bar for governance. Before they go say they lower the bar. Now there is no bar. Nigerians, we must unite to fix governance. We must take our personal life seriously because what Nigeria is today is a huge joke. Nigeria exists so that other countries can learn how not to govern their countries. This is the textbook definition of how not to govern a country. And if you think that the people where they do now them they at risk, the joke is on you and me who are the ordinary citizens. We will continue to pay and make up for the recklessness and rudderless leadership provided by this set of people. Renaming of institutions, so make una continue. Murasi, APC, Nigeria PLC. My name is Peter Fonai.
Now, is humility. Now,
your takeaways from that?
The first major takeaway for me is Mr. Peter Obi's simplicity, his humility. Now, he's saying that, look, he has just one house in Onitsha. In Lagos, he has a flat. He stays in hotels in Abuja whenever he's there. Look, the same cannot be said for many of these former governors. And he also pointed out that since he left office as governor in 2014, no succeeding state government has even bought him a bottle of water. Well, if you compare that, I don't think he was saying that in the context of expectation. It was the subtext for me is the fact that many of these former governors, they collect all kinds of privileges from the states. They would take a house in their states, they will get a house in Abuja, their medicals and that of their families will be paid for by the state government. They will go on holiday at state expense. They just turn themselves into government children. Whereas the honor of service should be more important. And so you have an example of one governor here saying that, look, it's not a parasite. It was enough for him to have served. And I think that that is important. And you recall that in many states of the Federation, there's been, a protest against former governors who end up living a parasitic life, living like leeches, at the people's expense in their various states. Again, about Mr. Peter Obi's simplicity. I was once on a trip to Morocco. Some of these people, when they are going to London, some people go through Libya, some people go through Turkey. They cannot afford to buy, direct flight ticket to London. And that was even in those days when, tickets were even cheaper. Not now that, you almost have to go and rob a bank to be able to travel from one part of the world to the other. People were shocked when they saw Mr. Peter Obi inside the aircraft, inside economy class, going to London via Air Maroc. In fact, the whole aircraft, just stood up and they started clapping for him. They couldn't believe that a man with his kind of background as a businessman, a former governor, would just, take the simple route to go to London. I've seen him on the streets of London before. You will see him carrying his own bag. He doesn't have an entourage. Maybe you will see him with one person, Valentine, who was my classmate at Lagos State University. That's the only person you will see with him. And he will be walking on the streets like everybody else. So the humility that he brings to the task, the simplicity that he brings to it, the humanism, his lack of pretense, I think is something to be said for him. And it came through in that interview. Second is the record of his performance as governor in Anambra State. Now, as governor in Anambra State, well, you can benchmark whatever he says about education, about government house, and all of that against, the people of Anambra. In the Anambra will have their own assessment of, what has happened, how each governor has performed. But one thing that could be said about him was that he was a very religious, leader also in Anambra, particularly with the Catholic Church, and how he made efforts to reach out to other constituencies, whether church or Muslims, and promote the ideals of religious unity. Number 3, standout point for me here, was the point he was making about the state of the nation. Now, again, characteristically, he was talking about productivity. That is not enough for you to float currency, that you have to benchmark it with a lot of productivity. Well, he's been consistent in that.
Remember telling us that an auction took place, this. He can't even remember who the people, he can't even remember your own constituents. Federal Ministry of Aviation, you can't even remember who came. Something is wrong. As far as I'm concerned, most likely it was just a charade.
Very said the auction of the 2 helicopters was conducted successfully on the 24th of May for a sum of $1.2 million only. See attached evidence. Even though you did not put that here, but in your internal memo, you you admitted that you collected $1.2 million for the helicopters. Can you see it? I don't know. Should I come and show you? No. You have seen it? Yes. So you concluded.
Can you imagine selling state assets? 2 helicopters. Welcome, Michael. Greetings, everyone. Happy Monday. Today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you all. Hey, Biba. Welcome. Good to see you. 2 helicopters. Nigerian military helicopters. Ew. So, we move.
Now, I want to give you good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nemeka Onyeka Obiri. Now, I want to give you, within the next 5-10 minutes, 5 solid reasons why most of the political bandits, the elitist bandits, and the field bandits, Boko Haram, ISWAP, terrorist S-men, unknown gunmen, kidnappers, are afraid of P2B becoming the president of Nigeria and going into Aso Rock. Let me tell you, Peter is not like them. And I say it again to anybody who cares to listen. Peter is not your conventional Nigerian politician. Peter is one leader who understands the compassions, the people-centric, the patriotism that is inculcated, that is required in leadership, just like Desa Mbakwe, just like Latif Jokonde, just like Michael Obara. He's not like them. And I'll give you examples, reasons why. Let me tell you, you saw the 2025 budget. Allegedly, National Assembly is inserted over 6.9 trillion naira into that budget. You and I know that such criminal insertions will not happen under a P2P presidency or even an Obasanjo presidency. Obasanjo had a running battle with National Assembly there because they inserted things into his budget and he returned it to them without assenting to it. Under a P2P presidency, guys, they've not born the Senate president or the House of Rep people to insert things into that budget. Of course, you saw the one that they put, allegedly, street lights, solar light, running into millions. One solar light that is sold for 130,000, 200,000 naira. They inserted solar lights running into millions for one solar light. Such madness cannot happen under P2P presidency. You guys are aware, most of the members of the Senate, those in the Senate and even those in the executive, we are former governors. There is no former governor in the history of Nigeria that did not railroad and coerced their state assemblies to pass humongous pension retirement fund for them, going into tens and billions of naira. P2B is the only governor. Ima Yadwa, late Yadwa, God bless his soul, President Yadwa. P2B and President Yadwa were the only 2 governors who governed Nigeria for 8 years, state for 8 years, without railroading their state assemblies to pass criminal, massive, humongous pension funds for them upon retirement. It's on record. Peter is not like them. That is why they hate him. P2B is the only governor in the history of Nigeria. The same thing with the good man Yadwa, who did not sign CFO of state land, public property, to himself, his wife, or his children. Peter signed over 6,000 CFOs as governor. Peter never signed anyone, either for him, for his wife, for his son and his daughter, or for anybody that bears OP, related, extended family, or anything. He's on record. Peter is not like them. You see, the truth is, and we know, Peter was governor for 8 years. When Peter became governor in 2006, he was impeached. He came back in 2007. When Peter was governor, Anambra, before Peter became governor, Anambra was a nest of armed robbers and kidnappers. There were daily incidents of armed robbery. Banks were being robbed. People were being kidnapped. That time, it was even famed that if you go into Onitsha with a bag that's suspected that there's money inside it, those criminals would even begin to ask you, open, they'll cut off your hand and carry your hand on the bag. It was that terrible. When Peter became governor, Peter did a very uncommon thing. Unlike those who will always empower dogs and arm them to win an election and then allow them to run, Peter decided to hand over security back to the people. He convened a meeting of all the town union leadership in TSA and the town union leaders, about 77 town union leaders. And Peter asked them to donate their sons. Every community knows the good, the bad, and ugly. They donated their good sons, educated sons, capable sons. Peter went to Innocent. We have to motorize the security outfit. Innocent gave every community, 1 truck innocent truck and then gave the motorcycles. Peter went to Yadwa and pleaded with Yadwa to send army to go and clear some of the evil forests, notorious forests, where those kidnappers used to camp, and got the opposition party, PDP majority, the whole PDP assembly, to help him pass a law. If your house is used to sequester or warehouse a kidnap victim, you will lose that property. When Peter have done this, equipped the vigilantes, provided them with communication equipment, mobilized and galvanized the communities. In 6 months, they chased away all the kidnappers. One of the worst kidnappers that came to first act to establish Evans was in Anambra. When he was chased away, he came to Lagos to come and establish his nest. For 5 good years, the Inspector General of Police, no, is an Hausa man, submitted Anambra was the most secure state in Nigeria for 5 consecutive years under Peter governorship. Peter was in Abuja. Peter did it. Peter is the only governor. When Peter became governor in 2007, Nigeria had already participated 6 years under the Millennium Development Goal Arrangement, which was one of the programs initiated to end poverty in the world. China was able to move 50 million people out of poverty. India moved. Nigeria and the state governments could not move anybody out of poverty. Peter came in 6 years after implementing the Millennium Development Goal. He was the only governor. See, one of the 3 key critical areas of measuring good governance, the physiological is the basic access to education, literacy level, access to basic health care, and the per capita income of the citizens of within a given locality. Within 7 years, P2B governed Anambra consistently. Anambra became number 1 education ranking. It's not just number 1 in Nigeria. Public schools in Anambra, from CKC to regional places, we are going to Silicon Valley in the US to participate in STEM science competitions, and they were topping people from around the world. It's no flu, it's no joke. Peter did it. Peter won the Millennium Development. Consistently, Peter was invited in the UN as one governor who met the targets. Today, Anambra has the least number of out-of-school kids in Nigeria. Today, when APC took over as Rock in 2015, we had 10 million out-of-school kids. Today, it's over 21 million. And we think this is, see, they hate Peter because Peter is different. See, you and I, let me tell you, see, one of the easy ways I know those who are part of the rot in the system, one of the ways I gauge people's character is what they defend, what they support, what they endorse, and what they try to declare. See, you can pretend a man's character is registered, his DNA. The real DNA is a man's character. A behavioral DNA, like this is my man's behavior. Peter had been this consistent. We know what to do. Peter will hand over security back to the people. Let me tell you, similar thing happened in America. Obama was president. Baghdadi and ISIS were busy capturing the whole of the Middle East. They took over practically half of the Middle East. But Baghdadi, America was there, they had president. But of course, we know when we talk about all this you save nonsense and some of these people being complicit in this. Obama and Co sat it down and they watched the same way they watched Boko Haram devastate not Africa, not Nigeria, because after they removed Gaddafi, they watched ISIS sweep through the whole of the Middle East. When Trump became president, he wasn't part of the establishment. He asked the people, how long will it take to decimate ISIS? They said 5 years. Of course, he bypassed the bureaucracy. The same thing we had in Nigeria today. The current security arrangement in Nigeria, it's not working, that will never work. He bypassed them. Trump bypassed them, flew into the Middle East, met the people on the ground, the commanders in the field. And by the time they opened his eyes to what they can do and everything, he empowered them. In 6 months, what ISIS that grew in 4 or 5 years, in 6 months, Trump, American army, decimated all of them. Within 2 years, the criminal Baghdadi was wiped off like a dog. ISIS, all the territories ISIS gained under Obama's persecuting games was wiped away in 6 months. American troops are working with allies, clean them out. Because Trump wasn't part of the criminal establishment, political establishment that is in this. The same thing we know. The governor of Zamfara State, Dauda, said something very, very truthful. He said they know where the bandits live. They know where they camp. They know people that they interact with. He said if we have the political will, that they will decimate the bandits within 2 weeks. With the right political will, restructuring the security architecture of Nigeria, handling security. But let me tell you, if you go to Zamfara State today, 13 local government area, and you empower the people, in every of the ward in Zamfara, you ask them to donate 200 of their sons to protect themselves. You arm them with AK-47, with rocket-propelled launchers, with 5 armored personnel carriers in every local government area. Put them under a commander who is an indigenous of the state, under the supervision of the national security advisor and the governor. Empower the indigenous, the villagers. In 3 months, in fact, you will not see any bandit in Zamfara State. We know the truth. The same thing applicable everywhere in Nigeria. See, it's left for us. And the truth is that 80% of the elites in Nigeria are so compromised. Everybody's jumping ship. Everybody just want to be part of the group. When you see 90% of those who are criticizing those in power are actually worse. They are angling to go in there. They will never provide any solution. And they are all cowards. The truth is, Peter is better. Peter is not a saint. Peter may not be perfect. But therefore, he's not perfect. But I tell you, if there's any more man who has the good intentions, who has the compassion, who has the strength and energy, who has the discipline and focus, who has that strong will, political will, convictions to tackle headlong insecurity in Nigeria and help us restructure this country and take it to the glorious place God has made for us. It's P2B. It's for every one of us. Like this, I've always said it. For me and my household, we will do the right thing. We will serve the Lord. We will not be seen being part of the RNS in the land. For all of you, if you want to be part of the RNS, if you want to be brainwashed because of your religious proclivity, if you want to hate a good man, anyway, I am not surprised. 2,000 years ago, we had a similar situation. Not even such. We had a good man, a righteous man, Jesus Christ. He walked the face of the earth. He clothed them. He fed them. He healed their sick. He raised their dead. He never offended anybody. He was busy doing good works. When it was time, the elites hated him. The Pharisees, the scribes. Of course, they had the callous, polar, stupid, the illiterate masses who did not know their left and their right. They mobilized them, accused Jesus Christ of blasphemy, and wanted him crucified on the cross of Calvary. Pontius Pilate knew that Jesus was innocent. But Pontius Pilate, being a weakling and a coward, just wanted to remain politically relevant and remain politically correct, decided to subject them to the vote of the people. He now asked them, between a convicted criminal, we know the Barabbas in Nigeria, we know the criminals and thieves in Nigeria. He told them, between the convicted criminal, the bandit Barabbas, and the righteous Jesus, who should I release for them? For you, who should I release for you people? The mumus, the mobs, the many mumus in Nigeria, most of them masses in Nigeria, mumus, the elites were able to bribe them, give them money. The same way most of us sell our votes during the election, they will come back and start weeping. The same way coppers and teachers and professors and policemen and will collect money and help these bandits to rig election and top results, and then come back the next 4 years to start willing. The mumus, goaded by the criminal elites, said they wanted Barabbas. That was how the righteous man was crucified on the cross of Calvary. Of course, it was all designed to fulfill the will of God, that mankind might be saved. But similar things repeating itself today. In Nigeria, once you're part of the criminal gang or the thief or the looter and you flaunt money, people hate you. May God have mercy on us.
Governor of the Kebbi State, doing all the former governors in the state are behind you. And for us, Ekiti is not about the party we belong to. It's our primary constituency. It is by the unity of that state that the people can benefit. So for us, I just asked Mr. President, let me put this here. I just asked Mr. President expressly, because the last time I was here, I told him, what is your take on the governor of the bank? He told me that's why he is. And I asked him again, because of rumor and counter rumor, his position on the current governor of the state to run the second time. And he told me, Ayo, that is why I am. Remain there. And I will remain with the governor. Thank
you. That's former Governor Fayoshe.
You are zone of the presidency. People insisted that you must be left open.
But honorable, you are an honorable man, not because you were being called honorable because you served in the National Assembly, but because I know that you are honorable. How honorable is it, and morally is it also for you to be working against a party and organization that you belong? Is it not honorable for you to step outside of the party if you do not agree with it? Those who work against the party, are they honorable?
I will walk out of the party if I don't feel convinced about what happened in the party. But if I discover that I'm not comfortable and I don't want to leave the party, I will work for whoever emerged. However, equity. You are not supposed to be speaking equity. You must come to equity with clean hands. Did those who said some people worked against them, worked for the party, all true? Nasarawa, Adamawa, and even me seated here, did those who on the other side worked for us in our election? The fact that the G5 had the godly temerity to step out that if you don't do this, we won't do this, does not mean that they are the one that worked against the party.
Is it honorable for them to have worked in the party and worked against the structure or the party?
If they pretend to be working for the party and work against the party, it is dishonorable. But if they told you from day one, it's honorable.
So they were right.
Nigeria. So
till this hour to see. It's almost bedtime. I waited till this hour to see if there will be sufficient media reports already on the site inspection along the completed section of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway by Mr. Reno Omokri and Couture of journalists. So far, I've seen some videos from Mr. Omokri himself, but none of them has been able to answer the simple question. Or has anyone seen the video of Mr. Reno Omokri at the exact kilometer 30 on that stretch of road? If you have seen, please tag me. But what I have seen so far is that the highest point Mr. Omokri got to was kilometer 19.5. And it turned back. Even at that kilometer 19.5, it wasn't paved. And we need him to now answer even fresh questions. At what point did the paving, at what kilometer point did the paving stop before you enter that place at kilometer 19.5? And why didn't you proceed? Why did you send the gentleman with drone, Bolahun, to go and pass Lekki Expressway, to go and connect Eleko and be flying drone from there? Why didn't you progress and just go straight to Eleko from together, go to Eleko from VI? The answer is simple. They have only said the same thing you have been saying. They have only proven the same thing you have been saying. All these things are disjointed. And there's no particular kilometer that is up to 30. It was you who raised the issue. You said you were at exact kilometer 30. Nobody is against the government constructing roads. In fact, we need more roads. Nobody is saying it is not work in progress. In fact, we all want to see it completed because it is going to be to our benefit collectively. But we are saying don't exaggerate, don't over-report, don't lie to people simply. After several hours of plenty dramas, you still contrived effort to go there again today, like deliberate journey, only for you to turn back at kilometer 19.5. You failed your own assignments. You couldn't reach kilometer 30. I got there, and I showed what I saw. You couldn't get there, despite all the gesticulation, drama, and everything you have been doing on social media, dramatizing all over the places. So what you now resorted to is to now start explaining the disjointed and how all of the joints, if they saw me to be, if they had connected them, would have been 30 or more. You are doing all of these things just to avoid saying you are sorry. Just to admit the blunder and say you are sorry. Now you can't begin explain. You carry people, go to film different joints. After you will film just because you don't want to admit that blunder, now you begin to do all of these things. I still await media reports of the journalists that went with you. At least you turn back at kilometer 19.5. I want to see the adventurous one among them that at least captured the exact kilometer 30, if it is different from what I showed. And they should tell us how they got there. Because me, I know how they reached there. How they reached there, they say, I know the point from which to connect that place along the Lekki Expressway to connect that point. But Uncle Reno, you know. You got to where that road could take you, and at point 19.5, you turn back. But I know why you are doing all of these things. You are trying to get attention of Mr. President. But let me teach you one thing. This one you are doing will not get you the attention. And I will explain why. You are trying to do what somebody is already on. This is Omoye's terrain. Omoye is the one doing poster and trying to take credit for it. So jumping on Omoye's work will not get you appointment. You are repeating what the Mr. President has already seen and has already known. Do something other psychophants have not yet done. You will get the attention. Can I suggest something to you? Make an effigy, like a sculptured image of Tinubu. Show yourself sprawling on the floor and worshipping that image is actually God in human form as Tinubu and now in carved form as a sculpture. So say Tinubu is actually God, but people don't know saying God. Another thing you can do, like maybe impregnate somebody tonight, miraculously they give birth to a child tomorrow morning, then you conduct a naming ceremony and christen the child Tinubu. You understand? When they say, wow, person named in Peking Tinubu, a born in Peking, miracle child, they get pregnant at night, born in the morning, name the child Tinubu. It's a miracle. Or and just think about something no other sycophant has done. But try to jump on another person's work credits. No way. Tactics me. So next time, they go Reno, Lukumi when they'll sing, because I have to put respect, he's a man of plethora identities. Don't jump on waiting no concern you. When I raised the issue about Costa Rica before you come come out, I was addressing the minister. And you are now being used to distract. Now the distraction is over. We are back to the point. I raised the following issues. Number one, you want to toll the road. How many tolling points are going to be between VI and Eleko, and how much is it cost to Nigerians who are going to be the road users? Number 2 point, the people you displaced in the new alignment after the aligning the road. What is the resettlement? Because I see some of them and they wait. They don't let go. They never forgive because you displace people. The original alignment that is still there in the swamp, waiting what they can do. Then they wait. They won't see the people who won't go carry, go occupy the place. They are waiting. Number 3, I mentioned hard shoulders. Reno, when you drove today from VI to that kilometer 19.5, did you see hard shoulder? How many did you see? for a 19.5 stretch so far. These are the things you were supposed to go and check for us. You carry people, you carry full crew, go there, you still no shake hand. Anyways, I digress. Now, Minister Gemata. Bros Dave Umahi, it's time to now address us. Renault's distraction has expired. Questions about tolling, the displaced people, and the assured. I think it's time to start considering to include them in the road furniture, especially now that we have raised these issues. So, Mr. Minister, get on it. Let's do it. It's almost this.
Hey, Renault and Objective TV dragging each other over 30-kilometer road. Whether na 30 km, not be 30 km. Renault carrying over Sabi, that's in oversized agbada. When I don't know wetin resemble for inside. Go stage, carry crew, follow body. You get carry camera crew, carry all kinds of utensils or tools, follow body, just to prove a point. I don't know what it is. It seems like a media. Everybody they do strong man for Nigeria. So, on to the next.
From Peter Odili to Amici to Wiki, they are all receiving pension. So I have challenged you with facts. Please show me what the president's source of wealth is. Verifiable. That's one. Two, that is businesses he has built from beginning to the end that he has managed. Show me that. And then show me the transparency, the fact that he's never, I don't want to say siphoned, but allocated land to himself or any property to himself in Lagos State or any state he governed before. Show me that. Proof. Show me a proof too that he doesn't care about the money in Nigeria by collecting pension from his state you served as a governor. Please show me. If he matches all of that and any other governor or any of your people you support match that, then please bring them forth. I will campaign for that person. I will promote body campaign for the person. We want people with proven integrity and sincerity. As I said earlier, if Nigeria is good, it's good for all of us. And if he cannot bring any of this to the fore, he cannot prove any of this, then forever swallow your peace. Whatever you say, I'll not pay attention to you again. Hello, good evening and welcome. Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, welcome.
Good evening, I can hear you.
Thank you. Go ahead. You wanted to react to some of this conversation.
It's been too long. What's the cost of the oil industry's lies? After the worst climate disaster in state history, as California stares down lasting budget cuts, oil companies are blaming California for their high prices.
I'd like to react. I'm not going to mention my name because for security reasons.
All right, go ahead.
But I'll start by saying I served in the Nigerian Army for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And I served in the British Army for a few more years as well. But I will not go much into the details because if I start to talk, people will understand who is talking anyway. I still liaise with my fellow soldiers back home, and I can categorically tell you that these people are really waiting for. If we just lead, that's the end of Nigeria.
If we just lead what?
If you just lead the protest, that will be the end of Nigeria. I swear on my life. Okay.
Why are you so sure of that?
I'm so sure because let's look into one of the most dangerous battalions in Nigeria today. They are in Maiduguri. One of the most dangerous battalions. They've evolved in coup after coup, after coup and after coup. And that was the battalion I served. And that battalion was formed by Benjamin Adekunle, the Black Scorpion. Today, they are in Maiduguri fighting the Boko Haram. They're fed up with this government. That's a whole lot of them. And I know if some of them subscribe to your channel, they will have know who is talking anyway. Because I've mentioned where I've served again after Nigerian Army. So they know straight away, they will know, oh, we know the person talking. They know. We fought war together in Sierra Leone. We fought war together in Liberia. They overthrew the president of Sierra Leone. Abacha recruited one.
Can you welcome? Yeah, rest in peace to him. At least he finally came to the truth in the end.
Why did you leave the army then?
Yes, it's a big. That's why I said most of them will say will know the person that is talking. There was a time when in Sierra Leone, so I'm just an ordinary soldier, but I lead a team. People think I'm invisible. So what happened was that things happened in the bush where the back, as in a border between Sierra Leone and Liberia. So we're about to push the rebel far.
So you mean you people went for Ekumog?
Yes. I'm talking about 1996 to 1997, 1990. Since we left Nigeria in 1996, we came back 1999. So 3 years. It was bloody. People were dying. People were moving. I know what I'm talking about. So there, as I said, people that is hearing my voice today, they will say, yes, we know the person talking.
So calm down first. You know, say they give us gist now. We like gist here. And so you say, why you talk, say Abacha recruit one of the most dangerous.
One of the commanding officer. He wanted to take this. They believe I was already dead in the bush because they couldn't find me. They couldn't see me for like 1 week. I lost in the bush. So by the time I surfaced, a lot of things happened. Man, they've already sent signal to the commanding officer that missing in action. They couldn't find me again.
Farm Fresh, so welcome.
He wanted to, as in broken now, he wanted to chop my money in 3 months. So I had to decide that is either I kill him or he pay that money.
Okay. So what happened?
So I faced him with a rifle. So I went to his office.
And he's a senior officer?
Yes, he's a lieutenant colonel. As I said, people listening to me will testify that yes, it's true. So later he called me and said, "Oh, who are you?" I said, "I'm a human being." He said, "No, who are you?" I said, "But I'm a soldier." I said, "No, who are you?" I said, "I am private so I don't want to mention my name." And he said, "I am not. I know you very well. I'm not asking who are you." I said, "But I don't know what you are. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know what you want me to say again, apart from me mentioning that I'm a soldier and you're my commanding officer." He said, "You send a masquerade to me to come and kill me in the night." That's what he said to me. Yeah, because Juju was working that time.
So you go do jazz. So you do jazz.
Yes. Yeah, but for that's the way you can survive any war. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, so are you wait a minute. Sorry, no vex. You know what they rush this like this now. It will take time now.
Okay.
So are you saying that most of these are soldiers and police officers also add a bit of jazz and juju to their work?
See, Pressure, let me tell you something. I'm in my mid-50s now. That's why I said a lot of them. If I mention that battalion now, and I said people that joined the army in 1995 stroke 2005, they will know who is talking. They will know. Once they hear my voice, they know that yes, I've been keeping my voice for long. I don't want to talk.
Everyone knows you need a lawyer after a car accident injury. But what if I told you there's a better way? One that gets you more money.
But they know. They're fed up. I talk to them every day.
They come to that fed up home. Before we reach that fed up home,
they might mention my name. They might eventually mention my name now and say, "Oh, we know this person talking."
So before we reach fed up now, you get this you won't give us. First of all, you say Abacha recruits one of the most dangerous.
Victory all the way, welcome. Sorry
like
guys.
And then before we go,
I could see most of our comments. No vessel. Hey Ify, welcome sis.
Abacha was ready because when Abacha overthrew Shoneko, he was ready to counter the National Guard.
I want you guys to listen to this.
Life can save. He will have he will rule for life. That's his intention. But I was one of the most dangerous person he recruited because Abacha recruited young boys. Young boys where they know they hear word. Me, I came from Lagos that time. We know they hear word. Abacha recruited Almajiris where they know they hear word. We will mix ourselves together. We meet for depot, for Zaria. Because they say all of us who know they hear word. We're too stubborn. Yes.
Okay. All right. So how did that recruitment help the Nigerian army?
Maybe let me tell you. The first I will not mention the battalion, but I will just say it. Then people will know that yes, I'm saying it. First battalion, the battalion that pushed me to take Jaws. You saw the problem when they go for Nigeria now. It didn't start from Borno. The problem started from Plateau State. Why is that? Because Abacha wanted to be a civilian president, and when he bring in when this man, this late president that came, Libya president that came to this state that time, Gaddafi.
Gaddafi.
That was how Fulani, foreign Fulani entered. I even sent a message to Buhari. This Buhari we left, so I sent a message to him. I said, "If you suffer for best, somebody do something, are you going to suffer?" He can't text me. He sent me text message. Say, "What do you mean?" I can't tell her what I'm being. He can't give me thumb up. Say yes. I understand what is going on.
So what do you mean by that thing where you tell him, say person do something like this?
Because, okay, Abacha was the one that bring all this foreign Fulani. So that he can them, so that from there he will say there's no election, he will turn himself to civilian president.
Oh, so now you bring them from the Sahel, now you make you know two people will enter democracy, we begin see their wahala.
Yes, but I fought them in Plateau State. Plateau, Bauchi, I fought all this. That's why I said my battalion was in Plateau. And that battalion is one of the most dangerous battalions in the Nigerian army today.
Welcome, Mr. Anthony. Welcome.
So that means still members of that battalion still there now. They still be active for the military.
They did, because Babangida wanted to disband the battalion. They told Babangida he can't disband the battalion because the battalion was formed by blast copy of Benjamin Adekunle during the Biafra War. So he cannot disband. And I didn't even fight Biafra War. So they told Babangida he cannot. So instead of and they were in Ojo cantonment. So that's why the most deadliest coup, Okapu, they involved, that battalion involved, because they were in Ojo. And that time I never joined them for Ojo that time. When Babangida first saying go disband the battalion, and they told Babangida, senior military officers tell Babangida that he cannot disband the battalion. That was how Babangida first, the kind of battalion go Baga. If you know where Baga is. Baga. After there is a border to Chad. It was Abacha that bring that battalion back to Jos, to Plateau State. 3 Armored Div. Before it was called 3 Armored Div. Later on they turned out to Mitikishima Kupe Cantonment. Later on 3 Armored Div. Because that Maxwell Kupe, he was once a general and a ECOMO commander in Liberia. Yes, I was there. He was once a ECOMO commander in Liberia. Oh my God. So that's why I say people who understand who is talking, they know.
This must be the most popular iSmart watch on the market right now. With it, there's no...
Okay.
I've been holding on for long.
Okay, so you know, say you did just us something. I know go good make you stop this stuff from happening.
One thing is that I shouldn't disclose everything because number one, these people are very smart too. We have their informant in every subscribe to my channel, they have their informant too. But thank God, the reason why I'm talking is that because they've mixed that battalion with different soldiers again from another unit. So they will not know what's going to happen or where it's going to happen.
So they're not sure of the particular battalion. So if you say they know if you trace them.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so
that one battalion, I won't have talked. I won't have said anything.
Okay, but make we go back before we go back to that battalion because I go want pick your mind on why you think say if Peter will be lead protests and at the end be say military go fit those battalion go back some military. Before we reach that part, we been talk say military that they use juju. You know, so some people will not accuse military, say, especially when they go with roadblocks, there's a bit fit.
But me, I confess to you now, so will I lie to you? That's why I said a lot of them, okay, let me just put it this way. Even that time, where would they say alone? When they shoot, you know, they touch me, they touch my fellow army.
So you do Odeshi?
True. Yeah, you know, that's what I...
So juju, they work like that?
My daddy, you see, my father was a captain in the Nigerian army. So he knows the job I was about to embark on.
So he fortify you.
So he carried me waka. That's why I say, as I'm speaking now, people will understand who is talking.
Okay. So
officers in Nigeria army that if they take your channel, they will know that this is the person talking. You know.
So don't worry about me. Then nothing will happen to me now. When I mean talk, now you talk, I don't know where you do. So it's not concern you.
They can't even touch me too. They can't. I'm saying I wouldn't have talked all this while because if it was that same battalion, they can easily go and round them up. But because that battalion is mixed now, it's hard for them. But that battalion, let me tell you something about that battalion. You know why they are not scared?
Why?
They face so much death. You know,
they kill them well.
You don't see death. And when you don't see death, it's not new to you anymore. So even if they come now and say they will kill them, they will say, okay, shoot, make them go. That's the battalion. They've seen so much death. So much.
Okay.
So the one when me I see, imagine I served 10 years in the Nigerian army. I used almost about 6 or 7 years to see death. So would that death be anything for me?
Okay, so now before we still go back to the core of the question, why the BC thinks they will react if it will lead a revolution or a riot or a protest, or before we reach there, maybe we still talk about this your battalion.
No, I want you to reach there, then I'll tell you the reason why.
Okay, make we go there first.
Because remember I said that the whole lot of them, I have all their numbers on my phone. Those people are not scared of death. When they are ready, they are ready.
So why it be said then they wait somebody like Peter, they wait for a person like Peter B to lead protest before they could vex? Why? Why that one go make them vex? Why they never vex since?
The reason is because they know that once we come outside, the masses are behind it. Once the masses are behind it, they can advantage of that masses. That's it.
They go take advantage.
Yes, of the masses. Because if them start it, if one of them say they're not scared of death, I'm not talking about 2000, I'm not talking about soldiers from 2002 or 3 or 4 or 5. I'm talking about soldiers from, because all the 63 NE have been retired now. So I'm talking about soldiers from my own, the year I joined the army, where I joined the army in 1995. I'm talking about that soldiers who see their eye don't see death. Some of them don't even die. They would like say, like as if they shoot person beside them, the person die. You know, say person where they shoot beside you, you don't die. But that person too don't die. But you never say you don't die naturally.
I understand, like because you don't already, if it be you now, so you don't already see death with your 2 eyes.
Death. Yeah, they're not scared of death again. It's something like me. They're not scared of death again.
So make I ask you another question. Why it be say what their vex we be?
What's up, everybody? It's Alvin Kylon. Today we're at Local Kitchens and we're making the sweet onion burger. We have.
I'll ask you, when they started, there will be no support. So it's easy for Nigerian army to round them up and said, we arrest them.
Why support no go there?
Because the masses won't be there to come outside. Remember, they are in Maiduguri. It's not easy for them to just leave and start. You know, you see, this thing is like a journey. So once, like, okay, put it this way. Once we'll be lead and the youth pay for impact. It's just like, you know, it's just like NSAS, right? They're not wise during that time. they believe things are still, because nobody say they know why, they believe that they still need to support Buhari. But this man, they can't support him.
Why? What do you need to do? What do you need to do with Buhari no do one and no go support him? Or where they no go support him?
Buhari?
What did President Bola Ahmed Tinubu do with Buhari no do when make them no go support him and come and calm down?
They're suffering under, okay, now, thank God you want to hear now. Okay, listen. Majority in Nigeria army are from the north.
Naturally, we know that one.
The highest generals we have in the Nigerian army are from the middle belt.
Okay.
Let's talk about all the generals, General T.Y. Danjuma, General Oseni, all of them, they're from middle. And the highest soldier, say they are not officers, highest soldier from the Nigerian army, mainly from the north. And when North don't disengage from Tinubu, that's it. It's finished.
Okay, so Mecca. Okay, so now it is some major.
That time, if the South disengage from Buhari, the soldier will not disengage from Buhari
because of their person. Because of their person.
Yeah.
So this whole thing about ethnicity, where the person from come.
I'm hearing you. What is
I say, so this whole thing about ethnicity, where the person from comes, so they will do solidarity for their own.
Is that not part of politics?
Okay.
When you say it's something about ethnicity.
Okay, so make a quickly.
The man is trying to bring you one party system. It's not part of politics. It's part of politics.
Okay, so make a quickly jump in there. You know, say there's some people who don't declare.
You know, say this death when they died recently is from Maiduguri.
Yes, and they vex well. You see the way soldiers they cry that day.
They are waiting for Obi. I'm talking to most of them. They are waiting. If I give you one person number now, if you call her, if you say, do you know this person, you will hear what he will tell you. Because another person can take my secret. So if I give you that person's number, and I say, please call this person, and you call it and you say you are calling, and does he know somebody so person? He will say, Jesus Christ, how did you come across this person? That's what he will tell you. Yes, they're fed up. Once you've been lead, you know, it's just like you want to fight somebody. You haven't seen the opportunity to fight
the person, but just they target the person, they time him. The day will catch you.
That's what is going on. So once they see the opportunity, that is the end.
Okay, so make her ask another question.
You will run away. You will run.
Hey! So make her ask you a question. Now calm down, brother. No vex. Make her ask you this question. You know, see people don't they talk munu for backyard before. You know, the media people don't they hear them to say it be like saying they shuffle people anyhow within the military just to make sure that these guys don't happen. They sabi scatter them every other month, every 2 weeks, every 1 month, every now and then. They go scatter them, carry them go around. Not true? Not true?
They are the shuffling army officer. They deceive themselves. These people. Soldiers, and they communicate. When phone don't they talk to themselves. During the time of, I can say, that 1999, when we come back from operation, only few people get phone that time. Phone just come for inside Barako. Phone, I was among people that have phone that time. Phone doesn't come. But not these days when people say they talk to themselves. You go they hear that battalion, they call 72-year-old battalion soldier, they say, oh boy, me, I don't time with these people.
But they not go to hack their phones, they go to hack on their phones, now you don't forget the intelligence day.
Who they hack phone? Then perfect like do they hack phone? Do they hack phone? Even if they hack phone now, no be officer they hack phone. If they won't hack phone, I mean you know easy to they hack phone. Experts now they have phone. Once before they begin to have phone, now people will be say soldiers in the send for this cause.
Most people have no clue that in 2025, there's a hidden law that allows any American to launch their credit scores in.
They send them on courses to go have phone, or they do training online to have phone. They don't fed up with all these people. Imagine a soldier, they come outside. Back in the days, It's very hard for a soldier to come on television and start making video and say, in the challenge one general.
Yes, now.
It's very hard. But this, they know they care again. People don't tire. They go kill you. They go kill people. I swear. You will be lead. No, you will be. In fact, I hear say, don't say I hear. I spoke to some of them recently and they said, why they know that man, we they abroad, we say more come for those who government. He said,
okay. What's in the name again? No, Pat to me.
Make them just arrest them. Arrest them. Make them just arrest them.
Okay, you know, say DSS go court, talk, say, make court stop him. Make him even hold rally, make no hold protest. Remember, say the man been planned to hold 1 million man, 7.2 million man match.
They fear. When they just arrest them, make that thing come cause problem. They'll use that opportunity. They are looking for just one single opportunity. They are fed up. These people are fed up. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Is an ethnic something now? If somebody say no be ethnic, I lie, because me I talk to most of, as I said, I've talked to most of the households. I've said hello. So you mean you don't like my tribe people? They say the time when you deal with us, you know the para for Hausa. They tell me now.
But you said if you be from this side of the town now, why you say go they won't support them and also do our own brother bad now? You know good now.
No, the country don't bad. I'm not one thing about me in life is that I'm not ethnic. I know the support bad thing. Whether you come from my tribe, whether you don't come from, I know the support bad thing. I'll tell you one thing. I will tell you again. Another secret today. Obasanjo go to hear this secret. You go to hear if you did. When Obasanjo became president in Abacha died 1997. I remember.
Not be 1998 he died.
1998. Okay, 1998 he died. Obasanjo will come into power. Obasanjo can say the people that have served long in that operation, that have stayed long, like 3 years, they should come back home.
So that means you don't like that team. Maybe they know do together.
As soon as we came back home, there was a signal that was circulating about it. If Obasanjo they alive, if he hear this thing, he go say yes, it's true. There was a signal that circulated the whole of divisions that they wanted to overthrow Obasanjo. That planning started in Plateau State, Jos. Yes. As I tell you, it's real. This is not sherry. That planning started in Plateau State. They discovered that the people that just came back from that ocean are the one, because their eye don't see death. They are the one that wanted to plan that time. So why I know, like say for instance, if I know those people, which I know saying a Yoruba person did for power that time. Even if I know that, they know that I will not stop it.
Okay, even though say now our brother Bola Tinubu did power that time, they won't do it that time, because still let them.
Yes, now because one thing is that I'm playing with my own life. If I say okay, I get so thing, I get so thing, nobody will touch me. Or I get Odeshi, nobody will touch me. They find means now. But I remember that one officer came. That officer, he's still the army. I don't want to mention his name. He's still there. He's a Yoruba man. He came and met me in my house. I was in the barrack that time. He came in the night. And they smoked my bowl that time. He can't come. He can't say, huh? As he knocked my door, I opened my door. As soon as I opened the door, the smoke of the weed come to his face. Then he waved it.
Oh, so he be the knacking boy for inside your room that time?
Yes, inside my room. So he said, to talk to you. I said, wait, tell about that. He said, come, let's talk. So we went downstairs. As we went down, by the live upstairs for inside barrack, he went downstairs. He come say, there is a signal that came. So, Ogawe's signal. He said the signal came that there are people that are planning to overthrow Obasanjo. say, and I know that you could know about it. Now I tell her, say, I don't know anything about it. That's why I tell her, he said, are you sure? He said, because I know you very well. I said, no, I don't know anything.
I've never seen someone with such beautiful hair between the ages of 50 and 60. Turns out.
So he drove off. Go.
Unless they follow you. They follow you, Adi.
No. He said, if you know, please, don't get involved into it. I said, I don't know anything.
But you know.
Leave that side.
But you know now. You yourself know, say, we know, say you know.
Leave that side now. That's why I said the planning started in Jos. It could have if that thing go ahead, it could have started in Plateau State, which is Jos. That area.
Okay, so now they want to what I get for the gist where they talk now. Say like this shadow government where Patutomi won't form. They try to explain to us now. So waiting make government they carry Patutomi. You know, the government carry and go court to talk. Sorry, DSS carry the matter go court.
You will result in a big problem.
Now you make them carry and go court.
I will say one thing today. I will say one thing. Please. Even party told me if it is here, make it here. If it be here, make it here. Make them not just do ordinary protests. Make them do protests we be see then go fit justify themselves, say this is the reason why they joined that thing. As they are
protest where they get reason for.
Yes. Maybe say if they won't die, they could not say they won't die for her. But it go happen. It go happen soon. So soon it go happen. They're fed up. It go happen. People will die. People will die. I know. People will die. People will go die. Civilians will go die, no means say they won't kill them. But you see, there is no. Okay, let me give you an example. When we came from that operation, we went to Bakassi because that time there was a fight. There was this border fight that was.
Yes, now for Bakassi between Cameroon and Nigeria.
Yes, between Nigeria and Cameroon. So Obasanjo instructed us to go to Bakassi. When we get to Bakassi, the matter had already the ICC for court. Because that time, Obasanjo don't give order saying we could launch attack for Cameroon. He don't give the order. That's why I say that's the most dangerous battalion in Nigeria. That battalion. I will not mention it, but people who help me, they will help me type and say, so mechanized infantry battalion, they'll write, I don't want to mention it. They will say, so mechanized infantry. One of the most dangerous, they've involved in Okaku, any coup you can mention, they've involved. The best way from the battalion is Black Scorpion, Benjamin Adekule. And that's why I named my son Dandy. I named my second son Benjamin Adekule.
But no vex, so no vex. Make I ask you one question. You know, get us to go fit just allow
make a this. So when we get to as I the talk say, no matter how, if civilians die, no means saying a soldier just won't kill them. No, I just want to give an example. When we go to Akasi, the border, the matter the ICC now is settled and say make them no fight. They send one ambassador, may go represent Nigeria that time. They caught, they were talking about. But there was no fight, there was no even shootout. But our soldier died. One just enter water, say make go swim. Now in Mami water, I don't know, we don't know whether Mami water carry and go. Inside water.
You know come out again.
3 days. No, you know come out again. We don't see him 3 days.
In body I no see. You know float.
Now after when we don't see him for 3 days. Okay. That is the first day. We don't know waiting carry inside water. The second day, now these Calabar people come. They come pour ogoro inside that water. They pour ogoro, they do that.
They do some kind of sacrifice there.
Yes, the body come float, come up now. Yes. After they do the sacrifice, the body now floats up. So when the body floats up, they don't already come out in too high.
Those ones na crab now. Na crab they chop and seafoods now they chop
They don't
high.
really chop it too high. They don't chop in mouth. They don't chop with it. They won't chop. So it went up there. So I'm just saying, even at the time that there is no fire at all.
I've been driving with Uber for a little bit over 8 years. Uber is essential.
So that they die. Not to talk of when serious things go happen. People could die now.
Okay, but the question I want to ask now, say,
Don't you carry 1,000 soldiers go and you bring the 1,000 soldiers back.
So I understand, but waiting be the real pain of these soldiers them as they talk now. I don't see some soldiers complain recently. In fact, make I play you a video. I don't know whether I don't see me play that video recently. Where one particular soldier guy, the vex, the para, they talk about how it be say the senior officers then they chop money and then they just leave them the soldiers and then they suffer. You see that video? The guy the para.
Soldier with the para.
They don't go cut martial arm.
The soldiers that are suffering most in the whole of Nigeria Army today are the ones in Maiduguri. And those are the soldiers I'm talking about. That's why I say if some of them they your child they will tell you say, we know the person, we know this person where they talk. That name, as I'm calling you on WhatsApp, that name you see is not my real name.
It cannot be your real name now, don't worry.
That's not my real name, but they will tell you, say, as this person don't mention where in day now, we know this person, they will tell you.
Okay, so make I ask the question where I want to ask now.
Just say it's one of the dangerous soldiers we ever have during this time.
So the question why they ask, they say, what be these soldiers they are paying? And how this one won't use affects President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Remember, say, everything with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu see now, and what he inherit from when brother Buhari. How he can use do bad here?
I've said it all, I say it's ethnic something now. It's ethnic. The ethnicity now they work now because that time, even if Buhari they wrong, he did right.
Because he's not their brother. But now, they don't see the wrong. Their eye don't clear now because they know be their brother.
Apart from that, it's because they are the largest in Nigeria.
Okay, so they easy to bring themselves together.
If not because me, I get strugged. I get this because I'm from Lagos, and I'm from one of the most dangerous places in Lagos, which is Bariga. One of the most dangerous places in Lagos. If not because they know say my head, I know they agree. If I say anything against any northern person, they go see me as an enemy. But then they look at me as this person.
So that means this thing where they happen now, what did they do? Ethnic agenda against what did they so very day against Tinubu, this people they vex. All these things are just that could it be not vex your brother? This thing are the same thing when they play Jonathan, and what happen now? If you say that the same Jonathan,
Jonathan, you know, see 2023 election where they say Igbo people don't go there. Now ethnicity, now you don't talk to ethnicity now. And that ethnicity, and that ethnicity don't backfire against Tinubu because number one, the soldier where you come out for that might look really go fight against the government too. Part of them are Yoruba people too. I talk to some of them. And mostly they are from Ibadan. Most of them are from Ibadan. You can hardly see that time. If I see any Lagos soldiers that time, you know, will be say I know, you know, will be maybe 2 or 3. Then we will get together that time. The rest Ibadan.
So if them protest, so waiting be the end game now because you know say this is where they talk now. I talk where we say government go say a treasonable talk. You know, say like talk where we say they plan to perhaps protest and collect power. So if them protest on them vex, we had their vex only to waiting they go do. So can't go back to military regime and be waiting. Where they go? That one not possible. Calm down, brother. Make I explain to you. Remember, say the role where international communities they play. Remember waiting the Sahel brothers, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger they go through because both US, UK, France, no they happy with them because they no agree come back to the democratic regime, which if they say these people they support. So it just ain't go day easy for that battalion if they do anything like that. It not go easy for them now because those people not go agree. Sir?
My sister, all these soldiers where they see, they don't read book. They don't know where the international community. Then they don't read book. They don't read book. You know, say Hausa people, they know they hear, they don't hear anything. How many Hausa they see they travel? They say Hausa they travel. If you say Hausa travel, now one you go see for America, one you go see for. They know they travel. They know they hear. The only thing they hear is whether Muje, Tashi, Kanadiko. They know they hear anything apart from it. They don't care whether they know they hear anything. They know they hear, and the people with me I know.
Get Wiener Schnitzel's incredible $6 deal. 2 chili cheese dogs and chili cheese fries for just $6.
Been in a car accident and want $5,000 for free? Let me show you how to get 40 to 80.
They know they hear anything. Even if they hear, they pretend they know they hear. Oh, my sister, you don't know this.
Okay, so the last question I want to ask you now. No way you say they fit channel this their vex where it be say you know go cause kata make innocent people them may not happen to them. No way they use channel that vex because you know good now. What is all with the talk? You know good. No way
it's not them. Because number one, you know what they pay them. They say the only thing with it, you see the money you are paying them is not even their problem. Because most of them that I talk to, as most of them, they're now sergeants, you know, sergeant, warrant officer, as in my mate.
Okay.
They're now warrant officer, that is W02, W1, class 1.
So if the money not be the problem, what's be the problem? I say that maybe their salary need to carry them go reach out.
The problem is that how, as a professional soldier, how can a Boko Haram when they kill them? That's their own problem.
Oh, now there be the pain. That is how it be say Boko Haram feel use game mind. They infiltrate Nigerian army. They kill them. What to make these army officers been they cry for a year? For this video, what they won't play.
Right from day one, I can tell you something. If you pay soldiers 350,000 naira, you go chop credit too. Money go finish before end of the month, you go chop credit.
Oh, so they know say that salary they ever do at all.
Yes, they know. Then they know. They know for sure. If you pay them 500,000 naira,
you go still finish.
You go finish. They go because the one who go smoke weed they there. They go smoke. They go drink ogoro, drink everything. They there. Money go finish. They go chop credit on top. They know.
But no vex. This Boko Haram what did they vex? So not being be their work. Not be them supposed to kill the Boko Haram people. So why did they vex the Boko Haram? They treat them. They kill them when they are they supposed to kill them.
According to them, you know, I'm not there with them, but they are telling me that these people they have sophisticated weapons. Then they have. Imagine you are giving them 30 bullets.
All right, my brother.
30 bullets to fight people that have sophisticated weapons. They have sophisticated weapons. Okay, why they declare if that guy, the soldier will talk recently, if not lie, they lie, why they declare unwanted?
Well, they don't declare unwanted, Abi?
Yes, now. So that's what I'm saying. If they know that, they should just do the normal thing. The only way. See, let me tell you something. If they change their mind tomorrow, I'm saying it because the reason why I come out as I'm saying is that people will say, oh, it's because Tinubu is a Yoruba man, that's why I come out and say so that thing will not happen. Yes.
So we don't want to make it happen, no, because civilians they say we will not want their life. What are you talking about?
No, that's the protection. What do you make it do Garaga and those family? Because I will never, no possible, I will never see where police or DSS will stand against them. If fight bust out. Says go fight army. Or police go fight them. No. So when you do gara, no say that the people they back you with that. And when they see their brother, they die like foul. They pain them.
Chai, I get your point.
So the only thing is like give them the weapon if they want them to fight, and
so that they go protect themselves. Abi.
There are some people that are backing this Boko Haram. There are people. How can an army officer they tell soldiers say, "Muna no pursue them, Muna leave them, then go."
My brother, you don't do honorable off the mic is okay. Honorable, don't do.
She was the first time. I saw it recently. She was the first time came outside and said, we have pampered these people too much.
Yes, he said it. I played it the other day too. Now I play him. Thank you, my brother. Don't do it. Honorable is honorable. Off your mic. But make I go play some of those videos where BCB soldiers die and where BC on Apollo soldiers they cry. And then I also played the video of that soldier.
They want to change the mind of the soldier today. They want to change their mind.
Make them give them better weapons so that they could kill these boys.
May they don't stop them. May they allow them to pursue those Boko Haram. They will pursue. I swear down.
Thank you.
My sister, let me before I go,
Okay, sharp, I beg, because time don't go.
You see those soldiers I tell you about, They're dangerous. They are not scared of death. The government will allow them to pursue. They will eradicate Boko Haram within 6 months. Because I know these people I'm talking about. I know.
So now, what do you make people they talk? Say Nigeria Army they capable to finish Boko Haram, but just because of.
They're strong.
Thank you. Honorable is enough for come and be going. Thank you. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much. So make I just quickly go play that video where on a brother die, where on a cry. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Good night, my brother. Thank you. All right, so make we just go before I take this next caller. Sorry.
Anyway, guys, I don't know what you think about that. To me, I felt like the guy was talking a bit too much for a military person. I don't know one single military person, at least the ones that I know that I've had the opportunity to come across. They don't talk much. They do not talk much. So this guy was too talkative, and for some reason I get the feeling that he just came to blab. I don't know. That's the feeling I get. He can't be talking so much. He talked so goddamn much. I'm like, I was screaming through my, like, shut up. Jeez, who's asking you all this? Too many details. I mean, he said he was in the military in Nigeria, then he joined the UK military. So who are you? Who's your allegiance with? Do you understand? Who are you? I mean, in times of seriousness, who are you going to choose? Anyway, for someone who says he's in the military, has a lot of time in his hands, talking a whole lot. You know, I didn't quite find. I just felt like there were some things he said, especially when he mentioned Peter Obi coming out. I'm like, this is. Are you sure this is not an agenda to try and come and, you know? So when people hear this, they will come out and start saying, yeah, it's true. Peter Obi should come out. You know, to put it in the minds of the people so that they can be calling. To me, there was no need for him to say that. As a military person, see what happened for Burkina Faso. They not call radio or television, call they talk, yap, blah, blah, blah. Next, we just sleep, wake up, see, say everything, level don't change. Now, different people, they there. You understand? For me, that's how I felt, you know, but he was talking too much. And then they now mentioned Patutomi and all of that. I'm like, come on. But anyway, now that one, I just make I come bring Amona here in case you guys have a different thought than I did. That's why I brought it here. And yeah, basically, that's it. So anyway, moving along, I want to play this 20 minutes video of this guy. Sorry, 1 second. This one,
Your Excellency, distinguished members of the National Assembly, the Red Chamber and the Green Chamber, Madam Chairman, Madam Chairperson, take your pick. My lords, spiritual and temporal, the generals here, my brothers and sisters, good afternoon. It's very difficult to speak, even to review a book after someone like Sam Amadi has spoken. So I'll keep it short, then I'll go back to my seat. Sam, thanks very much. You've spoken about the state of our nation, the weaponization of governance, the cancel culture, and state capture. I want to thank A.K. Omoye for writing this book. At the close of last year, when he called me and said, "Can you take a look at this book?" I was thrilled. Because I follow history. Some of you might not know, when the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, became president, people around him found that there was not one single book that had been written about him. And he had been president, and he had been out of office for 30 years. They quickly rushed the book to explain him to Nigerians. Today, I can tell you that nobody's going to rush a book to explain P2B to Nigerians and the world. Conventional wisdom admonishes us not to judge a book by the cover. But we are also told that there's no friend as loyal as a book, end quote. But my most favorite quote about books is that by Janet Winterson. It says, and I quote, "Books and doors are the same thing. You open them, and you go through into another world." I sincerely hope that the book we present today will serve as an open door to closed minds. By June 2025, a span of 3 years from May 2022, when P2B became the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, no less than 15 books has been written on P2B. In a span of 3 years, no less than 15 books. This is the 16th one that I know of. Many observers consider that period, that 3-year span, as the most redefining era in Nigeria's electioneering and partisan politics. When you pick up this book, and I hope you do, there's something you will not find there. The foreword to this book was to be written by late Pa Adebanjo. He had the book on his bedside. He was going to write the foreword, then he passed away. When I called me and said, "This is what has happened. Who is qualified to write this book?" We discussed, and we agreed to find somebody whom most of you love, Mr. Dele Farotimi. But Dele was in jail. So the question was how to get the book to him. 3 days later, Dele was released. And I said to Ike, "Let's take the book to Dele." So along with 2 of my friends who are here, Ambassador Jokeshi and Professor Frank Ngu, went to visit Dele. And this is something about somebody who understands history. When I gave him a copy of the book, I said, "Oga Dele, they asked us to ask you to write the foreword. I saw Gobaze. I just come out for prison. I no one read now." But as you will find in the foreword, he took the book and eventually he wrote the foreword. As the title of the book suggests, P2B is by every adjectival qualification a political change agent in Nigerian politics. He's also a keen competitor in a marathon race that is far from over. So this literary work is about P2B in the first instance, and in the Nigerian context, it is about the obedient movement. And in the third instance, it is about an unfinished business in Nigeria. It is about renewal, and ultimately, it is the preface to the inevitability of a new Nigeria. The core value and the potency of this book is that it's written by an insider, from an insider's perspective. Ike Omoye, my friend and the author, has done a yeoman's job. With a keen sense and keen eyes on details, he has done what the best of researchers and veteran journalists do best, to render a credible account of a seminal event without embellishment.
Les Schwab changed the tire game more than 70 years ago. Today, we still believe you should get more from less.
If by chance you don't get a copy of this book, or you decide not to get it, or even if you get it and you don't want to read it, I will advise you to read the foreword by Dele Farotimi in order to get the gist of the book. In his usual character, eloquence, brilliance, Mr. Farotimi did a positively magisterial job in 400 words. He concluded with his non-hesitant recommendation to the book, first to scholars, to Nigerians in politics, and those who study elections and society. I don't think Dele is here, but let me do the honor of borrowing his words and sharing them with you. According to Dele Farotimi, and I quote, "Obi represents an anomaly in Nigeria's political landscape, a politician who genuinely desires to work for the betterment of society. P2B is a politician unlike any other in Nigeria. Ike Abonye's work looked at the campaign, the organic growth of the obedient movement, and how Peter Obi's candidacy has rewritten the manual for future aspirants to public office, end quote. To that candid summation, I will only add that any book that is written about an enigmatic personality and an icon like Peter Obi is not only worth reading, it's worth owning. You should have it and pass it on to your children. This is the stuff of history. For the sake of brevity, I am minded to dispense with the formality of the book nomenclature. I will not go chapter by chapter before delving into the substance and the flourish. The book, Obi, Political Change Agent, consists of 252 pages, 26 standalone chapters. Each chapter is adapted from an original real-time op-ed or essay that details Obi's odyssey from the juncture where he joined politics through the uncharted trajectory of becoming the Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 election on the 30th of May, 2022. And it also covers the period up till now. That is the synopsis of the book. I could go through the 26 chapters, but I won't. Let me just go to the flourish of what this book tells us about the state of our nation, where we are, and why it is important that at this juncture, the presentation of this book is linked with the renaissance of the obedient movement, which some people wish had died or will die, but it will not die. And I will tell you why. I will tell you why it will not die at the end, at the very end. This book offers one unique essence. It is that in politics and governance, we must continue to use history in decision making. The utility of history remains ever pertinent. As such, any book such as this, which offers a glimpse into history in the making, ultimately adds value to our politics, to our history, and to our decision-making process. The first part of the book covers the 25 years of uninterrupted democracy in Nigeria, 6 consecutive presidential elections that were held in 1999, 2003, 2007, 2011, 2015, and 2023. The 2023 election is different, not just because of the outcome. It is different because for the first time, Nigerians believed, they knew, even the winners, so-called winners of the election knew, that this was an election they did not win. The winner of the election is outside looking in. But what makes it different is that it established, as the book showed, what national institutions can do to a country. And I think Sam spoke about that. What INEC did to us, and eventually what the Supreme Court did to us. And when I say us, I mean Nigerians. We're all victims. But there's a flip side to it. In 2023, Nigerian youths were sufficiently incentivized, and that is captured in the book. It says that Obi was a catalyst to that foray. It was he who instigated, encouraged Nigerian youths to take back their country. It was a mere slogan, but it caught on, and eventually became a mantra by itself. That led to this huge change in electioneering mindset, in the modalities, in the fact that there were young people who were obedient, who went out to canvass for people to pick up their PVCs and pushed the voting population from less than 80 million to 93 million. It was done by the obedience. In that context, as we find from the book, Obi's unheralded presidential candidacy was in and by itself an instrument of soft power, and I think Sam spoke to that. There was no use of force. There was no advocacy for force. It was all about moral suasion when there were other alternatives that were open to some people, including myself and in this room. Because I've heard it said that all we wanted was for Obi to say, let's march, and we would have marched. And we know that we would have marched. But being who he was, it reminds me of what President Jonathan said, that his being president is not worth a drop of blood of any Nigerian. In the same vein, even though Peter Obi had not said that, his actions, as captured in the book, were such that it was, let's take our country back, but we don't have to do it violently. I know some people might still blame him for not giving that go-ahead, but it is documented in what he tried to do. The book shows that trying to dislodge an entrenched system was never going to be a walk in the park. Peter Obi was aware of this too, and so were his followers. Thus, Obi faced a stiff opposition from established political parties, candidates, critics, who initially took him for granted, and questioned his ability to win a national election. A national politician, whom I will not name, said on record that Peter Obi and the obedient movement are largely effervescent, something that will disappear in the air, a phenomenon that would have to blow away with time. He was wrong. I know that he has since changed his mind, and he has said so publicly. And he has called Peter Obi and to say, I was wrong. When you came to my house, I told you you can never be president. I have changed my mind. So we won one combat from the establishment.
Literally everything is getting more expensive. Housing, groceries.
The author rightly surmised that the political fervor ignited by the Obi is still flaming, and I guess that's why we're here. Nigerian youths appear, through Peter Obi's prompting, to have discovered their potential, and they are not letting go. Consequently, Nigerian youths are now center stage in the struggle to reset Nigeria under the obedient movement that has become the platform for the inevitable discovery of a new Nigeria. Obi, the political change agent, is very politically enriching. It captures historical backgrounds of our democratic struggle. It offers various insightful perspectives on different administrations, like I said before. And above all, it is well researched by an experienced journalist who has been involved in Nigerian politics over the years. It therefore captures very profusely the political journey of 25 years with all its vagaries, upheavals, and proclivities. The book is written in a very easy to read prose and in very elegant language. I find it very enriching for the inquisitive mind, for anyone who desires to know more about Nigeria's uninterrupted 2.5 decades of democratic journey. It offers, above all, an unvarnished insight how issues-based and issues-driven campaign messages by Peter Obi help to revolutionize and compel Nigerian youth to rediscover themselves. Accordingly, that mantra, take back your country, is no longer a slogan. It's a clarion call that resonates till this day. Political campaign books are usually about train wrecks, tragedies, derailments, or about triumphs. Most are about introspection and retrospection, the reconstruction of issues that mattered or played out. This particular book is none of this. It is a straightforward recording of events as they happened. That is the greatest value of this book. More often than not, political campaign books or memoirs are richer because they include or reveal snippets of undisclosed confidential discussions or events. From my vantage point as a campaign insider, and I think Ike also picked up some of those, I consider two remarks as encapsulating why this mission must go on. One is documented in the book, the other is not. The first was Peter Obi's visit to Arewa House on 17th October 2022. They don't want me to say it. Two noteworthy events which were by way of advice that were given to Peter Obi in the course of the elections. The first was his visit to Arewa House on the 22nd of October 2022. At the meeting before his engagement at Arewa House, he has stopped to see Sheikh Ahmed Abubakar Gumi. And this is what Gumi said to Peter Obi, and I quote, even if you don't win beyond the 2023 elections, don't let the movement you have started end. End of quote. What movement was he talking about? The obedient movement. I don't know if he's clairvoyant, but it seems so. The second was what President Muhammadu Buhari said to Peter Obi on the 22nd of October, 2022. And I quote, from what I read in the newspapers, Nigerians, especially the Nigerian media, like you may not win this particular election, but age is on your side. I tried 4 times before I finally won. End of quote. Now for a sitting president to be giving that advice to somebody who was likely to succeed him speaks volumes. And I believe that both remarks must undergird the inevitability of a new Nigeria that is possible. They must continue to drive us and compel us not to drop the baton. Like all books, if this book has any shortcomings, it is not out of the dereliction or inattention. Besides focusing on the protagonist, the book does not focus on some of the key dramatic personnel in the elections. It does not even focus on how, and that's a story for another day, perhaps Mr. Obi's memoirs. He tried to pick somebody as a running mate who will be acceptable to Nigerians. Some came this close to even signing the forms, and then they pulled out. And you ask yourself why. But that is a story for another day. It does not talk about, after he left PDP, which party or which parties and those who played a role in trying to get him to the platform that would have driven the change in Nigeria. He ended up in the Labour Party, as we all know. I humbly recommend this book for academic work, for politics, and for leisure reading. But more importantly, for those in politics and their managers, this book, I believe, will be an integral part for any serious library, an invaluable reference material for anyone sufficiently and passionate about politics and governance reforms in Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless you.
I don't know about you guys. Hey, God. For this man, for people to even be mentioning Shegumi's name publicly, saying that this is what he had to say, man, Omo, if we not take that country back 2027, you see all these criminals when they fly, they jump, enter APC, now then go come they drop quotes. They'll come they quote them. Hey, Oluwa, Shegumi. Hey. I don't know what he meant by using that. I don't know why he mentioned Shegumi's name. I don't see the importance of it. But that's just me, oh. That is just me. I don't know. All I know is that for 2027, we need to know what we are doing. Going into 2027, there's no room for complacency. Right now, strategy should be happening, of which I've heard that people are strategizing too. How we go take the country back, na supposed to be the main topic of discussion. I don't care whether who be Shegumi in the grand scheme of things. Hey God, the fact that people you are even mentioning his name, I'm sorry, I wasn't impressed by that at all. And I not expect her to be mentioned. She will be Shegumi. Hey, Nigeria. No wonder during that, when they're talking about coalition, everybody say, hey, let him just partner with literal people that have committed crimes against humanity. Peter Obi should come and partner with them, come and collude with them, do coalition with them so that they can win back Nigeria. How do you use evil to win back? I don't understand. All this one that they are, you know what I've been thinking about this whole decamping and all of that. I don't know if you guys have observed. All the Emilokons are decamping one after the other. Segun Showumi, former governor Ayo Fayose, all the people that have gone to visit him, said one thing about him, now go to visit him, they come back becoming supporters of this same criminal organization. Do you guys realize that they've named ICC after T-Pain? They've named it after T-Pain. By the time this man is done, if Nigerians allow it, they will change the name of Nigeria to T-Pain. If that's what Nigerians want. All the Emilokons, it's almost like I feel like they've had a meeting and they're saying, hey, you know what? Let's all decamp because it's our own. Let's decamp. There is something, I sense there's something more going on. I believe that promises, I'm thinking promises, I have a strong feeling about it. Let me not say think. Promises are being made that come, let's join. It is us. This is our opportunity to chop. It's our opportunity to really take as much. It's our opportunity. There's a lot going on that meets the eye. My question is, are Nigerians ready? Every other person that is suffering outside of the Emilokons, because you guys heard what that military guy said, it has become ethnic. So meaning all those Emilokons, they are there for themselves, right? And for their pockets, right? To them, they are supporting their brother. Whatever it takes, that is what they are doing. If nobody else is seeing it, me, I'm seeing and I'm observing. All the Emilocons have decamped. They cannot even speak the truth. They cannot stand and say anything. They can't. Onokpasa don't buy. Onokpasa, at least he come to the moment of truth before he buy, but Onokpasa not there again. Majority of them when they decamp now so Emilocon people. You need to see the media, what's it called? The media invites when this guy they get. Segun Showumi. He go TVC. He go channels. He go Arise. I no bother to listen to the interview because it's all going to be bullshit at the end of the day. Right? So it is clear, it is obvious, it is our brother. We have to support him. At least we are going to get this from him. He's going to give us this. He's going to give us this landmine. He's going to give us this other mineral place. We are going to share the money. Tiwan. That's what is going on. That is what, let's call it what it is. The moment of truth is here. Anybody when not like can, may they go dive transformer. That is what is going on. To the detriment of millions upon millions of Nigeria. So while we are busy planning and strategizing, we need to be observing. The same person when they cry, they see. We need to observe and we need to remember. We cannot forget. Sorry, I never read comments since. PO is yes, so iffy. God go help us. I don't believe Niger military get liver. Clearly, if to say they get liver, that man when he can't talk, if I know they talk up a storm. Talk. I never see military when they talk rich like that too. I'm sorry, that one they suspect to me. PO is consulting and engaging with people. No protest. Oga soldier, go and get soldiers to protest. Bam. Exactly. By the time this guy is done, he will reveal his name. As if you know it. The guy was talking too goddamn much. And a military person, there's a discipline that they have. He was talking too much. I'm like, what the heck is this guy talking about? Talky. Yeah, Nigeria is a crime scene. Complete one. Hey, Nelly, how far? Long time, oh. Nelly, welcome, oh. Good to see you. They are afraid. Okay. Yeah, they are. That's right. You're right about that, Ify. They are not decamping. They are just incorrigible. I was on a space today and someone was upset that I said if you don't like Obi, you're a tribal. It is true. If you don't, anybody that does not like Obi, right, is a tribal bigot. Simple and short. There's no need to be minimal, economical with the truth. Nigeria is gone. Let's all say, may everything will happen, may happen. Let's just say the truth. Let's stop calling white black. They have been part of the same criminal organization. Oh, they are not decamping. They are just coming out of the closet. They've been part of the same. Exactly. The same man that came out. Oh, Obi should come back home. Look at it. You see that these people were just gaslighting? They are all part of the same criminal organization. They are like, oh yeah, let's come together. Let's make sure we chop as much as we can. Federal Fascist Republic of Tifnubu, bam. Michael, third term is coming, no? I'm telling you, that's what he's doing. Ronukus and Yorubas are just incorrigible. I was on a space today and someone was upset that I said, if you don't like it, they should be upset forever. But it is what it is. Can you deny what you see? I don't understand. What's the point? Is it not only a Milocons? All of them are humping. They are all hopping and decamping to APC. They are all decamping. Then we come and look at what this Showumi guy was saying. Oh, when I was listening to him, I mean, I was just completely, I'm like, are you serious? Not only him, former Governor Shafayoshe, all of them are just lining up behind him. Tiwa, they are doing, it's my brother. This is the time. for us to really support. That's what's going on. It's so obvious. A country with multiple ethnic groups, right? And it's not the whole of the Yoruba people. Let's get that right? It's mostly the people that he surrounds himself with, the loyalists amongst them, the alatenujes, the ones that it's only their belly they are thinking about, only their stomachs. That's all they are thinking about. The Lagos version of the Yoruba Lokan, Emi Lokan. That's it. That's all they are doing. They are lining up behind him because to them they feel like, okay, the North is trying to upstage us. We're going to let's support our brother. That's what's going on. That's why this Omoye guy came out and said Peter should join. Omo, we get work to do. You see, Ghanaians, they not talk. If you have a Ghanaian friend, please ask them how they did one, because we need tips. Ghanaians not too much talking. They were strategic. As these ones they planned, because that guy, whatever his name was, he wanted to come back. That's their former president. He wanted to come back. They were ready at the grassroots to the whatever level. This is what Nigerians need to do. 2027 or more. That is your freedom day. You take it all. Let me tell you, even before 2027, perhaps something will happen. I don't know. But I'm hoping that something will happen to change this narrative. It is so embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's purely politics of ethnic bigotry now. I'm telling you. It's so obvious. That's what's going on. Even the military guy that came to speak, he is a Yoruba guy. He said it himself. His ethnicity. You can't pretend. Don't lie. Speak the truth and let your soul be cleansed. It's been like that from the Southwest politics. That's what Awolowo did to Ojukwu at the end. Bam. There's no need to sugarcoat. There's no need at all. All bets are off. People are unaliving every day. It's heartbreaking. We just be like people when they tie their hand. Your home is being taken over. People just they do anything they like. You not fit do anything. This man won't turn himself to emperor. Ha! We will not allow it happen. No, it's not only a Milokon that is in that geographical location. It's not only them. Okay? Tony South, welcome. Oh. This is why Tinubu wants to borrow money to share. Yes! He borrows it and shares it amongst his Milokon friends and all his loyalists. That's why they are supporting him till the death. That's why the likes of Akpabio is supporting him. Whatever he says, that one they kiss him behind every day. Do you know that he has withdrawn the case against Akpabio? Speaking about Akpabio, he has withdrawn the case he has against Natasha. Did you guys hear that? That's why Wike does what he does, because he knows they do. They are all vultures. Yes. I'm telling you, it might be that they're under a spell. They don't join cults now. Part of that cult is for them to, their common sense is gone. So anything he says, that's what they do. They see him like a god. Guys notice that they see this guy like a god. They see him like a god. The other time Amechi was complaining about Mahmoud that they brought and rigged the last election for Buhari. Now complain. Exactly. Madi Peace, welcome. It never counts. People just need to be ready. As Nigerians, we gotta be ready. Ghanaians did it. They took back their country. Look at their currency now. It's 10-1 now. Before it was 14-1. Now it's 10-1. Can you say the same of Nigeria? This man is just taking it piecemeal by piecemeal, selling it to whoever is willing to buy. They did not buy the they bought the judiciary now. If all these judges that they pay money to, they bought them. So something definitely needs to happen, Tony South. Honestly, it's not funny anymore. Nana Akufo-Addo exactly was literally a sellout terrorist. Yeah. He crashed the Ghanaian economy and was ameboing to it. Yes. So guess what? Ghanaians got together and voted his fat ass out of office. Let him go and be eating his kenke and egg in his house. Can you imagine? Nelly, can you imagine now beginning to compare and say Buhari was not that bad, even when people were feeling the heat during Buhari's time? This is what they wanted. We cannot allow it. We have to tell ourselves. We cannot. Locals are not the only ones in that geographical location. It will be criminal for us to fold our hands and watch this small group of people wreck the entire country. No! We have to take it back. And I like the stance that PO is taking. I like the stance. He said our votes will count. And anybody that says our votes will not count, they too will not count. We will count them. Yes. Bring it. This is too much. We just allow these people just run roughshod over everybody. Look at the suffering going on ground. The unaliving, these people don't even care. They are deaf and dumb to everything that's going on. And we should just continue. For somebody called me earlier on in the day and said, that they have, that the plan that Agbado and his people has for Nigeria, that man, he's so afraid though, that, the level that Nigeria is entering, I just shut it down. I'm like, don't call me if you're going to fear monger. Punk ass, do not call me. Don't call my phone being the voice for them. If you're afraid, go and hide under your bed, man. That's why you're living in a foreign land with nothing to show for it. One policy that go carry all of them and go back. Are you people kidding me? Mouthwash don't already put them out there. Make all these third world country people go back. What you not get to talk about that one? What you say not play with they play for you? They call me, they tell me all the plans when they get. I don't care what APC plan is. Are they not human? These people who do evil, they are the most fearful. Why do you think they have so many security following them? Fear. Look at, did we not see the video of Wike screaming and shouting the name of a god he does not know? Because aircraft one is having turbulence. Did we not hear it? Did he not go and I heard he went to give a testimony? These people they are afraid of you. All that way that they do now just to gaslight, to make you feel like say they are nothing. If Kasala burst today, then they go fair run. Are you people forgetting the last protest that NLC people, is it NUC now? And NLC people came out and protest. 2 days. They don't really full airport they run. Come on now. It's too much. My own be say, I don't even want me they run. Maybe we collect the money when they thief. All that money all those agreements when they sign, we need to see them. When we give them back their money, we don't need them. It's crazy, man. We gotta be ready. 2027, we cannot afford. Don't let anybody come and bamboozle you and tell you what they can do. T-Pain is a human being. He dey shit, he dey piss. Abacha not worse past T-Pain. Abacha was just as bad because social media not there that time. If you cough, then they pick you up. You know how many people go during Abacha time with Mustafa as his backup guy when they silence people? I mean, come on now. What's happen to her? I beg. Do we even know what's going to happen tomorrow? Between now and tomorrow, we know whether T-Pain go wake up. Obi or not pass be that. when they shout that day. Exactly. Deleting each other, eating them. It's crazy. Paddy, wayo, arrange in the Nigeria government arrangement. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Arrange market tax of Nigeria corruption, break bones in Nigeria. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. We can't continue like this. Everybody just, me, we will say that 2027, what do we even wait for? All the electoral reforms when they talk about, they're not going to do shit. We're just doing it so that everybody won't just fold their hands. I know they look. They're not going to give you electoral reforms. You have to be prepared to take it by force. Take it, snatch it, and run away with it. That's it. Aura for aura, energy for energy. Somebody told me they were in a space where, people they were saying that any obedient person that moves anyhow, they will buy the person, they will do this. I said, what you tell them for the space? They talk that kind of thing, you did the space. What do you tell them? Now they call my phone, they tell me, say that they plant this, that they plant. You not be mad that they talk. You won't go tell them, say, well, for your information, you do not have the monopoly. I guarantee you that. Where one person madness finish, stop. Now another person will take start. Since that's the way we want to go in Nigeria, when we know, so okay, the Nigeria, everywhere don't kukuma dabaru. Make we just know. Because this is not life. This is not life. Look at the man, Sunday Jackson, that they want to buy for defending himself. And we fold our hands as Nigerians, nothing they happen. One innocent soul is gonna, if we're not careful, now so they go buy that guy, nothing go happen. I beg. I don't understand what you are saying, Magic Peace. What do you mean two wrongs never make one right? What is that? What's that supposed to mean? I don't understand. Can you explain? What do you mean by two wrongs don't make it right? Do you know what's going on in Nigeria? Has your family been affected? If your family is affected, will you come and be saying two wrongs don't make it right? Somebody went to collect, whether they buy the brother, be what they do, I don't know. No, they kidnapped the brother. They told them to they go report to police. They say they pay ransom. They pay ransom of 7 freaking million. They still buy the boy. Okay, may police release the boy, but they go bury him. The police not green release. For when I loose, I think now loose. Now loose it happen. Yeah, they've been protesting. Police, they demand that they pay 2 million on top of 7 million. 2 million for what exactly? Nigeria is an official jungle. They say two wrongs don't make it right. Madi, are you for real right now? If you don't touch your family, you can't talk like this. The people that are doing the wrong, how many times have you gone to meet them to tell them, hey, two wrongs don't make it right? Hey, I beg go. That is the only way to take it back. You will not sit down and allow a bully continue to bully you to a point where you don't have any rights. Since they don't want to do right, they want to continue to squeeze the life out of people. What is the point? What is the point? I don't know what Patu told me they wait for. I don't they wait for that 7 million people when you say get. Come out. Let's know what we are doing. This is too much. Every day in Nigeria, somebody is going. Every day in Nigeria, every 9 minutes, somebody is spying in Nigeria. You think it's normal? Misty, welcome, oh sis. Long time. How you dey? I beg, whoa. It cannot be the same. Me, I'm happy the leg that Peter Obi is bringing. That's the action I want to be seeing. Fire for fire. Nobody is bowing to anybody anymore. It's over. Okay? Nobody has the monopoly of madness. T-Pain, he might be here today, gone tomorrow. Anything can happen. Please. He and Shetima figure the two of them fit go the same day. What did they happen? I beg. The country now for one person. You know how many ethnic groups there in Nigeria? You know how many ethnic groups? A few people just gather, just want to squeeze the life out of people. Everybody just fold handed. I mean, it's frustrating. Where is Patutomi with his 7 million people? What are they doing? Are they not seeing the mayhem that is going on in Nigeria? When is this show going to begin? You think you think your life is safe and secure where you are? Trump is planning for all of you. They don't need a push narrative. Every immigrant must go. Me, I'm okay. I'm ready to anywhere, anytime it happen. Omo, I pack my bag. Omo, I don't go. I don't feel talking before. We need to go fix our country. It's too much. If to say we dare our country, they fix it. Who will come? They tell us what to do. I beg. I'm not afraid of anything. Anything may happen. May everybody go ask. Go secure your communities. Go secure your place. You don't have to be in other people's countries. I beg. It's too much. How can one ethnic group just be running roughshod? Okay, now that the Northerners are not backing them. Hey, Emilokon, they jump. They jump, enter the party. We have to protect our brother. And you have the dumbest South governors, the dumbest of them all, and these Southeast people. Apart from Alex Otti is even playing it cool. May they not come take state from his hands, because he don't want to stop the work when they do. All of them, see Enugu governor, that one go they give chieftaincy title to the president wife. What did she do? What did she do when she collect chieftaincy title? The dumbest South go apart from Otio, the dumbest of them all. They jump, they enter because they are afraid. They don't want their sins to be exposed. Is it not better for them to expose your sin? Look at what is that they call that one where they say go to chief client money for New York when they disbar from a New York bar. What is they call Imaswe don't decamp enter APC. Chairman of ethics committee. He don't decamp enter APC. He seems to be forgiven, and we fold our hand and allow that to continue. The South leaders are the dumbest set of people. If we know what we are doing, those South people should, South leaders, Southeast, look at Fubara. If Fubara knew that he was going to chicken out in the end, what was all the initial gra for? What was all that initial gra for? He knew he was going to bow. In the end, he was doing shoulder up. Look at how weak he looks now. After he has gone to beg. Best when you use the mouth to say, and to even be governor has left my mind, has left my spirit. Now you can't go they beg. Now you can't go they beg the president. They say, we are not good. Oh God. It's a shame, I'm not gonna lie. Got to know what we they do. The country is going, no. 39 billion to renovate a conference center and naming it after Akpabiole, Ashawo, Kekere Ekun, shit man. Tif Nubu, na country we there be na gangland na. They should kuku chase everyone back and forth. I'm telling you, I'm ready for it. Kick all of us back. Let's go back home. We could go fix our country. It's too much. It's too much. May they kick all of us back. May we go back home. Maybe that pepper body go make us fight to take back our country. Because my parents leave ancestral home for me. I know where my country. Your children know where their village they. Your children, if anything happen today, they'll know the road to their village. Enough is enough. We better know what we are doing. Me even like him. As I see that tweet from Mouthwash Twitter account, I say correct. Yes! This is what I voted for. Anybody when not like him, may go dive transformer. Send everybody home. We could go fix our own. It's okay. Everybody go house. Is it not a shame? Is it not an embarrassment? You get such a great country that you've been blessed with. Some group of gangsters decide they want to sit on it and milk it dry and then give it to Oyibo people that are coming. They are messing up your seeds, messing up your soil, doing all manner of things in your country. You don't even know what to do. What kind of life is that? Is this life that we are living as Nigerians? Is this life? Which mouth do you want to be bragging on social media? I'm in Nigeria. Which mouth you want to be brag? Now to the quarrel about jollof rice, which one sweet pass between you and Ghanaians? Ghanaians don't be cho. They know they talk. Action. They don't take care of their business. Silently. See, Donald Trump, they tell them, say, that they print, that they send message, oh, nobody should go to Ghana again. It's a dangerous place. It's a this, that they try to demarcate the Ghana. Everybody know what's up. Because the Ghanaian president, they take over their mining companies. They take over their gold. They take over. That's how you do it. The Ghanaian president, they stand behind Burkina Faso. What do you expect? How they call themselves the giant of Africa. I don't talk about before. Now termites una be. I don't understand. I don't even know who named you people giants. I don't understand who. I don't know what they see when they name a giant. The cunniest of people in Nigeria dey. People that want to be so white. They want to align with white people. Nigerians. They want to speak English more than the Englishman. They want to be more Catholic than the Pope. Nigerians. If you want to sell out now, if you want anybody, it's Nigerian man they will see to use to sell every time. And all of us, the rest of us just fold hand and look. We better know what we are doing, no? If you find yourself in spaces, don't take any threat lightly. If anybody tell you, say, because as an obedient, you are airing your voice and you are speaking as to how you want your country to move forward. Somebody is coming and having all these agbado people. They are saying, anybody. Tell them, say, not be only they get monopoly of madness. Let it all begin. May we know, say, everything all scatter. May we know. We cannot continue like this. We can't. If you think that what is happening in Nigeria is not affecting you, think again. Every day, blood is spilled on that soil. And you think you're not going to be impacted? Blood that you do not have anything to do with. He's creating a north. No, he's not. Let me correct that. He's not creating a north-south divide. What he's doing, he's creating a divide between the West. Let's get that straight. Because the West is upset, right? The so-called group, his cocoon members in the West, they have said that the North are saying that no, they cannot deal with this pain's level of suffering. Okay? The South, how many people for South they control? Not be the governors, all the people in the South. Did you not see what they did to Okowa? Did the women almost rush Okowa on that ground? It is those, not only the elite, the governors, they are them. Now they join. Me, I be South, I know they involved. I know a lot of people that are not interested. So typically, the divide is creating now is between the West and the North. Let's just get this, let's say it all the way, I beg. Because a lot of people are getting emotional about it and sentimental. Oh, you know, because our brother is there. Fuck your brother, man. Eh? Now let us get the country. Exactly. It's between the south and the south right now. It is. Eh? I'm telling you. Maddy, I don't understand what the English you are speaking. No, sorry, na night school I go. I'm not understanding what you are saying. Yeah, exactly, Nelly. That's the happiest time of anyone's life. Nigeria is a land of milk and honey. Eh? You are here, concrete jungle. At least Ghanaians go fit cook their jollof in peace. Thank you. Eat their egg in peace. Eh? The Benin people, when they plant rice for Nigeria, they run for their lives. While Tipen, they watch Akwa Ibom governor, they decap. It's crazy. Eh? It's too much. Maybe we know what we they do, because the way with the direction we they go. So me want, I am praying Trump come out, say, in fact, let him be specific. Nigerians, everyone who I want him to come. You see the way when Idi Amin do for Uganda. When say, do not try to look like a black person by blackening your face with a shoe polish. Eh? If you're not out of here within 24 hours, I will make sure you suffer for it. And I'm summarizing. That's to show you I watch it. I still remember some of what he talk. Make Trump come out. Nigerians from every nook and cranny in America, I give you 24 hours to depart the country. May everybody pack their load, go back. We got to go fight for that country. We don't fit sit down comfortably for here. I know there's so many of you send money on and they pay everybody school fees for our community. All of them be the retirement plan for most people for Nigeria. May everybody go back, go fight. Now that time we go know all this nonsense what they do. They do. I'm in the abroad. I am in the abroad. They speak English. Pass the English person. Meanwhile, your country is being eroded, taken over. Oyibo people, they go buy land. Acres after acres of land. I don't talk and say, go reach time when I go reach in a village, or go there gated community. Now, no fear enter. Now, time people, I go clear. I'm telling you, Nelly, that's my only thing. I don't want them, let them not leave. Let it be that we need to collect our money from their hand. First of all, that one. All the contracts they signed, we need to know. So it not pay me for them to run. Please, they should wait. We should find a way, hold them in. Everything when they get, they must release some for us. Not be they get time. That country does not belong to one group of people. Since some of them that are taught, look at some of the big influencers that we used to see on Twitter, tweeting about good governance, everything. All of them, they've all joined, they've all gone and decamped to APC. Some of them were secret APC people, pretending to be Peter Obi supporters. We see all of them. It is in plain sight. All of them are now coming out, showing their true selves. All from the West. What do you want me to say? No, enough is enough. That country does not belong to one tribe. It belongs to all of us, and we must collect them. Oh, I beg. My people, I don't talk rich today. Let me just leave it for now. When I go think this thing, because we can't continue like this. We really cannot. If you think you are in the abroad, you are Nigerian, you think you are enjoying, you are not enjoying. Your soul is suffering and is in anguish. You feel not know now, it will catch up to you. Make your country the born. You dey here, sit down. rest for one corner. Look at what's going on in Togo. The Togolese are pushing back on they're protesting. I saw a video of one of their citizens protesting in London. I don't know what office. They had to get the cops to come and remove him. He was calling them out and saying, why are you protecting this man? This man is the reason why. No, he was from the Congo. This guy was Congolese, protesting about all the mess that's going on in the Congo. We cannot continue like this, my people. We can't. We got to know what we're doing. Whoever know Patutomi, Mona go ask how far. I don't dey wait since how far, Pat, how far? Mo we hear something, no. I bet we not fit continue like this. We cannot be silent forever. At least you know where your ancestral homes are. Do your children know where your ancestral homes are? Do they know? Do they speak your language? Because most of them are not, oh, I want to teach my children how to speak spirit. They're not going to know their language. They're not going to know where they come from. Are they? No. But may everybody go sit down, go think how they want to fix Nigeria. Everybody, all hands on deck. If you like, pretend that, oh, it not concern me, it doesn't bother me. Oh, you know, this Nigerian matter is starting. Okay? Keep saying that. Posterity will judge all of us. Posterity will judge each and every one of us. You think that your life is good wherever you are, while your country is burning because it's your brother that is there. Posterity will judge all of us. Now here we dey. My people, this is where I will end it. Have a wonderful rest of the evening. I go see you on my next one. Good night. Thank you.